Hey, welcome back to Hammer's Garage. We're going to pick up right where we left off with the suspension rebuild for old Winston here. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should do that so you can keep up with the projects. Now I get to do this. Previously on Hammer's Garage. That was a good radio voice, right? I thought I sounded like James Earl Jones. See, you just squeeze all the little tabs. Nothing to it. Oh crap, there's more tabs. Senior wins! Undefeated! James has done cleaned the frame up. 8 more soul-sucking rivets. 45 factory rivets. There we go. Sweet! Now we'll let this dry and go work on the rear end. Our release pin broke in there. Step 21. Clean the leaf spring pad, blah blah blah. Paint as desired. Check. Now we take these bolts and washers, drop this bracket on here, and then this gets mounted underneath. There's a left hand and a right hand. Get on there. Put these nuts on here. Then we just got to tighten these down, torque them to 90 foot-pounds, making sure that the distance, on both sides is the same so it's good and level. All right, James, let's snug it up. There we go. Now let's get this one. Okie dokie. We got to make sure these holes are drilled out to 7/16. Okay. Let's get this up here. There we go. All right, now we have to drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which really sucks. All right, we finally got our frame brackets on. And that leads me to a segment I like to call Hammer's Garage Moment of Unvarnished Truth. There are 23 bolts in each one of these frame brackets. 46 all in all. Some of the holes in the brackets, very few, but some, line up with existing holes in the frame. You still have to drill them out to size. But most of these holes you have to drill from scratch. My suggestion would be that you have a good drill, super nice drill bits, plural. Anyway, we can move on to the next step now. James helped me get the rear end back under the truck. That was nice. Now we need to assemble our trailing arms here. Now that we have these fully assembled, they want us to measure them out to 21.5 inches. Now that we got these put together, I'm going to put a little grease on here because I do not want to hear this. Now with the grease cert facing down, we're going to slide this. We'll put it in hole number 3. Put the bolt in. Put the bolt in. I say put the bolt in. Get the bolt. Let the bolt go in there. There we go. I mean, look at all the adjustment we have here. This is awesome. I can give old Winston here the Carolina squat. Don't worry, bud. I won't ever do that to you. Want it in the middle hole here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah. There we go. You're never going to believe this, but this side goes on the exact same way. Go. There we go. So when I took these axles out, I noticed this stud right here. It's all jacked up. So we need new studs. I don't have a press. We're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. New studs. Okay. This is the new backing plate with the parking brake assembly on it from Willwood. I put our new hardware in here, and we have to get this mounted before we can put the axles back on, or in, or however you want to say that. This is going to be a one-legged wonder. So this kit from QA1 includes this differential cover replacement. Look at that. Fancy. I'm going to take a little acetone here and just make sure this is good and clean. Now we'll put some of this black no-leak goo on it. Oh, get on there. New gasket. Just line up the holes and stick it on there, man. Same thing here. Clean this off. Remember the screw we put in here. Well, it don't want to come out. I need fingernails. Maybe I can get this out with, oh look, the magnet took it right out. I actually need this to turn a little. Well, maybe not. Well, we'll just do it like this. Okay. All right, James, slide that axle to me, please. All right, we'll get our clip in here, and then I'll lock it in place here. There we go. Now we'll put more don't leak goo on here. I'll put this on here and squish it all around. Squish it, squish it. Squish it, squish it all around. Listen, don't judge me. I hate leaky stuff. There we go. These get torqued down to 20 foot-pounds. But before we do that, I got some brackets I want to put on here. This is my park brake cable bracket, man. This one's for my rear brake line. Get in there. Where did my other bracket go? Dang it. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. You know, I'm thinking that's probably not going to work. I don't want to go that way with it. So we'll disregard this one. All that trouble to find you. Get out. I'm going to crisscross this here, get it torqued down. There we go. Alright, the next thing they want us to do is install this Torque Arm Crossmember between the frame rails. And you're supposed to do it with this bracket here. But we've had a little bit of a snag, right? So the directions say you take this bracket and put it inside the frame rail like this. And on short box trucks, it should go right up against the cab mounts. Well, if I put it in there and butt it up here, you know, the other thing they say is that it's supposed to be 8 and 3/8 inches from here to the edge of the bracket. Okay, so if I put the bracket in here like this and I measure, I don't get 8 and 3/8. It's considerably short. But if I put it all the way up against the cab mounts, like they say, well then these rivets here keep it from being flush, right? And they want it clamped up here so that you can use these holes as a drill guide. Well, something tells me that with it poked out like that, my hole's not going to be in the right place. So, and then eventually it gets turned like this and mounts like that so that you can mount the crossmember to it. And then this bolt, which is in this crossmember for the fuel lines here, was here, and it was keeping it from, you know, going where it needed to go. So I moved that bolt, and now when I put it here like this and I measure, I get 8 and 3/8. So why don't I just drill the holes from the top? All this crossmember does here is give you a place to mount your fuel lines. It's not structural. There's only one bolt on each side. We could just take this out for now and maybe put it back after. Let's do that. Okay. Let's just take this out. A little rusty, eh? Oh, hit me in the face. Okay. Just go over there for a minute. Get out of the way. Okay, now if I put this here, like if I put this here and I measure to the center of the bolt, then I get 8 and 3/8. Actually, it doesn't even have to go that far. So 8 and 3/8 is what we're saying here. I moved it. Now I got to measure it again. And my jack stands are right in the way of where this has got to go. So we got to move the jack stands. I mean, ultimately what they want is to be able to install this crossmember here in this spot, as long as the measurement's right. So we're going to loosely put this together. Looser than that, please. Too tight. Too tight. There we go. If you're with QA1 and you see that I'm doing this wrong and don't like it, feel free to send me a strongly worded letter. Get on there. Whoops. Both sides up top, please. There we go. Just get that on there like that. And then we'll put this one on here. Get a bolt in there. Now I'll just get a measurement, mark some holes, mount it up. 8 and 3/8. I'm right on it, man. I really got to get on the treadmill. Get out of here. Okay. Let's start by drilling those holes. Oh no. Well, I didn't think about that. Need a deep well. Maybe that'll just sit there for a minute. Maybe. Unlikely. Probably gonna fall and hit me in the face. like that. I just noticed this. Muchas betteras. Now we can get this back on. Now we get this on here and mark our bottom holes. If I can get it on there without it falling in my face again. All right. Now I take this off and drill holes. Wear your safety goggles. Ow. Ow, 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 it's getting me. It's getting me. Maybe now it won't get me. Ow, it's getting me. It got me inside. Oh, it went in my glove. I think we can get this bolted up here now. Well, what are you doing, bud? What? Hey, I'm trying to get something done here. Let's get it up here. This isn't. It's gonna fall in my face again. All right. Okay, on to the next thing. Well, now we've got to assemble our torque arm. Torque arm with all this stuff. Oh, what's in the paper? Ooh, fancy. Just throwing a little grease on here so it don't squeak and pester me to death. This goes here. We want this down. There we go. Get in there, man. Center hole. There we go. This end goes in here. Oh, I better line them both up, huh? That ain't lined up at all. That's way off. Why is that way off? Oh, that's probably fine. Well, how's that gonna work? How's that gonna work? I just don't see it, senor. Maybe what we need to do, I know what we need to do. We need to take this off. Okay, we're gonna take this off. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. And then we can pull that down. And then we could slide these in here like so. You're such a smart cookie. You are smart. I'm like a genius. Okay, don't come out. Okay, now this hardware. Had it on my fancy hardware tray. Alright, we'll get this one first, because it seems to be the easiest. There we go. I don't know. This is just pinion angle, so we'll have to figure that out later. And we'll get this in here. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Well, let's go this way, and that'll be fine. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, Oh, crap. I got it. Don't worry. All right, now we got you. Gotcha. Ow. Well, now we don't need the little fella anymore. Now we take this joker, this fancy thing here with the fancy heim joints. It's all fancy. And this goes here. And the other end goes in here. And then we adjust this so that this bar is vertical. I think I'd like to put some anti-seize on this. So I'm going to roll it out here and do that. I mean, they didn't say nothing about doing this, but it's just, you know, when you got aluminum and steel, I feel better about it. Now we got to put the Panhard bar together with all this stuff. Okay, so this and then this. Okay, and then this. Okay, and then this. Another one of these crazy spacers. Or is it going to get in there? I can't get that. Just a little tapperoonie. Alright, this goes in here. And then we need a spacer. And then the heim joint, the rod, whatever you want to call it. And then another spacer. I always get hung up on this part. It won't go in. Attempt number 3. Bolt, spacer, joint. And here's the tricky part. Another spacer. It won't go. Somebody quality control is getting a write up. Maybe I can get them in like this. Will it go like this? Oh, maybe that was the trick the whole time. Okay, step 1 is in. Oh, shoot. Is it in? Holy smokes. Ho-ho! Okay. So now we go bolt, spacer, joint, spacer, washer, and now we got to get this up in here. The Panhard bar. Alright, that goes in there. Okay. And this went together much easier. Alright, so this goes here. We'll put it in the center. Why, you dirty bolt, you. Coilover assembly time. I'm going to go ahead and roll this in fast motion for you. Well, we got to get our brackets on here. Oh, this is the lowest setting, they said. Put it on the lowest one. Okay. With a hole in between. All right. Well, we'll do just that. Because we like to follow instructions around here. Do, 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 do. I'm going to have to juggle this a little here. Let me get this. Oh, there we go. 30 foot-pounds. Check. Just kidding. I'll check it. All right. This goes here. We got to squeeze. Squeeze it in there. There we go. Bolt. These get the spacers. And we have a good time around here with spacers. I'm sure it'll be no problem whatsoever. Get in there. It actually went in, no problem. Holy smokes. Must be my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Where's my present? There we go. All done. I'm going to put one of these stickers right here. That'll make the QA1 folks happy. I'll expect a check by the end of the month, please. This is our rear disc brake conversion kit from Willwood. I'll put the link in the description for you. Now we get our rotor on. No, that's not it. There we go. Hold this on with some lug nuts. Got our little caliper here. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Take this hardware, washer here, and get this on here like so. All done. I didn't go into a lot of detail with this. I have a whole nother video on installing Willwood disc brakes, which you can see if you click this little thing up here by the QA1 sticker. Let's put the wheels on. You think the guy that invented the wheel pictured anything this pretty? I should have named you Arby's, because you got done. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, good, bad, or ugly. I'd love to hear your feedback. We'll see you real soon when we take on the next project. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll know exactly when that is. The meats. You're so dumb.